Welcome to day 4 in Spiti Valley. Today we shall be visiting the GUE Monastery, the Tabo Monastery and the Dhankar Monastery, and along with that we shall have a look at a mummy as well. The moment you are heading over to KAZA, you will see that the roads are so well maintained. These roads are maintained by our Indian Army. There is a huge presence of the army in this region because you can see those mountains right there. Behind those mountains is China. Hence this entire region needs to be patrolled quite heavily. So with that said, let us now move to our first destination and have a look at a mummy at the GUE Monastery. So after a long ride, we have finally reached the GUE Monastery. You will have to pay a minimum 40 rupees entry fare to enter into this area. Now note that you have two monasteries over here. This here is the new one which is under construction, and then towards my right we have the old one. The mummy is currently kept in this old monastery. So this here guys is the mummy, and from what I've heard is long time ago there was an earthquake. The earthquake opened up a tomb, and in the tomb they found a mummy of a monk. The mummy was found in a very perfect preserved state with skin and teeth intact, and the mummy was in a sitting position. Let us also go and have a look at how the new monastery is coming up. So time to climb these stairs. So we have reached on the top, and by the looks of it we can even climb higher right there. So this entire place is still under construction, but let's still take a look around. Having a look at these vloggers in front of me, I'm getting a bit of complex. I only have 40 subscribers, so I dare not reveal my name. This staircase right here is very old. I think they will replace it by the time the construction is completed. So by looking at this new construction, the mummy might be transferred to this new location right here. Let us now move on to the next monastery, the Tabo Monastery. But before that, it's time to have a bit of lunch. So we are here at Sneha Cafe where we are having thuppa, and this place can be found right besides the monastery. So heads up guys, this entire monastery can be divided into two parts, the new monastery as well as the old monastery. What we are looking at right now is the new monastery. So unlike the new monastery which is constructed of cement, the old monastery will stick to its old architecture. Now we did not get a time to roam this entire place because as usual our trip is always late. So with that, a piece of advice, please reach early at all locations, else it'll be a waste. So with that, it's time for us to rush to the Dhankar Monastery before it gets late. We really need time to explore that monastery as well, cause it's one of the biggest ones out here. So guys, we have finally reached the Dhankar Monastery. Now one thing to note guys is that to explore this beautiful place out here, you'll require a minimum of 2 hours if not more, and as usual our traveler is always late, and therefore we have been given only 45 minutes to explore this beautiful place. I mean Tripver, if you're having a look at this video, this is not fair. I mean have a look at this village down here. I do not think that we will be having the time to explore that village or even a few of the points given in this monastery due to time constraint. So our first choice begins here, whether to go down to the monastery or to head to the viewpoint above the monastery. We chose the viewpoint. Because the air is so thin here, this entire trek, which could be completed in 30 minutes, might take us a really long time. So to my right here we have something called the King's Palace, but my friend here is saying that it's not worth it. He has just visited that place, so we are deciding to skip that and just head over to the viewpoint instead. This Dhankar village was once the capital of the entire Spiti valley, and it is said that maybe there existed a fort here as well. The location of this place made it really very difficult for the enemies to invade it. Also a point to note is that I've heard that the monastery is losing its area every year because of erosion. Its entire construction is not made of cement, but as you can look, it's basically mud and wood. I just hope the monastery does not lose any other parts when I am walking here. So heads up guys, after we had a look at this beautiful place, we also rushed over to the monastery as well. Because after coming all the way over here, why miss that? That did make us late, and we had a bit of this and that with our team captain. So from the top, right there we have the Spiti river, and then if we turn towards our left we have the village, and right there on the top is the palace which we did not visit. Right there down there on the road is a place where we have parked our traveller.
So clearly footwear is not allowed here. That's fine. It's a very common shoes. So I have a trick which I use. Okay, so the first trick is keep one shoe.
It did not work last time.
Keep one shoe in one place like
It did
this.
not work last time. You ended up searching for both the shoes.
Yeah, because I forgot. But
Yeah,
keep
you
one
forget
shoe
Try
here,
to.
and make sure the other shoe is kept at a different location like this. And in that way, only a stupid person will.
The influencer is here.
So this is Aditya.
And he is really tall.
Taller,
Tall man.
stronger,
Oh,
sharper. Influencer.
influencer for 40 people. No,
30 to be exact.
30 people. It gets worse. Thank you. It's pretty dark here. There are drums here. चलो
So there was not just one floor, but there were multiple floors, a total of 3 floors to be exact, and the height of the rooms is very small, so you'll have to kind of bend and then enter into each room on each floor.
Okay, you should mind your head here. The thing is there, bro. Let's go down. It's over.
Your short people make it.
Corners. Ah, my head.
Bend and walk. Bend and walk.
So this here guys is the last floor, and we also have a terrace on top, but that is not something that we are allowed to visit. The other thing is they do charge a small entry fee, approximately 20 to 30 rupees, to enter into the monastery. It's okay guys, go ahead and give it, because it's only tourists like us that kind of keep such beautiful places alive. This floor is also the residence of the Dalai Lama, and I think all of these separate rooms are places such as prayer rooms, etc.
See, you know?
So with that, we headed back to our traveler, and now we are heading to KAZA. And since we were late, there was a bit of argument with everyone, and everyone is really annoyed with us. So we finally have reached the Kunga Hotel in KAZA, and this is going to be our home for the next 2 days. The best thing about this hotel is food. I mean, have a look. So they are serving us naans, they are serving us rice, and you have some veg dish, maybe paneer or something like that. We have got chicken, we have got butter chicken. I have never had such delicious food ever in this entire trip. So guys, as I go ahead and I eat this delicious meal for dinner, I request you to please subscribe to my channel and like and share my videos. Also, stay tuned for my next video in which we shall be covering more places in KAZA.